As long as there's life, there's hope. Ecologically, what is special about the Buffalo River, it's one of the last of the largest Ozark systems that it's undammed and unregulated, so it's free flowing. The sediment and the geomorphology or the shape of the river is maintained naturally, and that is very unique, and that it's of its size, it's unique within the southeastern United States. But it's the only river in the Ozark region that's been undammed and unregulated, and that remains wild and free. As a scientist, where you're looking at systems that have been disturbed, you need to come back to a natural system to learn what's good for bad. If nature is the good thing, and that's what we want, is that type of harmony and that type of balance, then we need an area that's intact to measure, to study, to understand, and then to take that as a framework and apply into areas that have been disturbed so they can be restored. So what we're losing primarily is a sense of what's natural in the Ozarks, what's natural for river systems. Species are adapted to disturbances within a natural regime. When climate change starts to pull that stuff out of a natural regime pattern, it gets out of the ability of the species to cope with physiological variables like temperature, and which is related to dissolved oxygen. And so dissolved oxygen and channel change due to the massive floods, then droughts, will be the two major factors that cause species diversity declines in the river. If you start to look at what's in the channel, what's changing in the channel, that won't be evident until people lose the larger species like smallmouth bass. We have eroding stream banks that are holed over from past land use practices and past practices within the park, where we have banks that are eroding laterally in the channel at a much faster rate than natural. Most people can go by an eroding bank that I would think of as just a massive deal, an impact to the channel, and not perceive it as an unnatural thing. But in order to keep that enjoyment at a level, you have to get down where the things are driving change and affect them, and keep this at a natural level to where people can always come and perceive that this river is natural, untainted, undisturbed, pristine. The cure is the preventative. I mean, it's just getting the word, sharing what's going on in their parks, bringing folks in to interact in the parks. Don't take my word for it, come and see. Look at it for yourself and see what's occurring and judge it accordingly. Buffalo River was established in 1972. And we have a mission in our enabling legislation. And it's a free-flowing system. We preserve it for the enjoyment of the people, for the present and future generations.